Now, as we hurtle towards year-end, many business owners and employees find themselves under pressure to clear a mountain of work. Well, business coach and mentor Shane Cradock is here now with some advice on how to use that precious time more effectively. Shane, I know one of your mantras is that being busy doesn't necessarily mean you're being productive, and I guess it's that word, productive or productivity, that's the key here. Well,
I think it's the key word for all business in Ireland, because we're trying to make our country more productive. So, I mean, I do say that busyness isn't taking care of business. But I was thinking of a story this morning, Conor, to do with a client of mine who recently told me, he's a busy client, he's got a retail business. And I think this is the problem and the solution in one story. He said he had he's a busy life, he's always checking his email on the go. And he dropped, his 2-year-old son dropped his phone into the toilet. And he told me, he said he had the most productive week of the entire year because he wasn't connected. And I think, the problem is that, we are becoming a mobile society now. That we're in the information age. There's so much connectivity. We're connected 24/7. But the problem is that we're not switching off. So I think that's one of the solutions, is to kind of manage your mobile technology. Because even if you get the Lewis into town today, or even outside in the waiting room today, most people are on a mobile device. And we rarely get time just to switch off. So that's part of it. So being busy doesn't mean you're going to be productive.
Is the issue there that because we're connected and because we have the possibility of, for instance, logging onto the internet from a smartphone, that we're doing things that are dragging us away from the core task? Or is it that we're always available and we're always connected, so people are always pulling us in 10 different directions at once?
Yeah, well, I mean, society is becoming increasingly more distracted, primarily because of technology. But the question I'd ask people is, what game are you going to play? And most people play the game of, I need to get everything done. But you can't win that game. So the game I think you're better off playing is, well, what do I want to get done? What's important to me? So the first question to say is, well, what's important to you this month? Or what's important to you next year? And then your time should be geared around that. But most people rarely stop to ask the question, because there's 500 emails coming in every week. There's text messages, there's social media, there's Twitter. And they're all useful things, but most people don't seem to manage them at all.
So the big tip then, particularly at this time of the year, is don't necessarily focus on the thing that's coming at you, focus on the thing that's actually the most important.
The first thing is to ask yourself, what is the most important thing? That's probably the best question I could ask. What's the most important thing for the next hour? What's the most important thing for today? What's the most important thing for this week? It's all boring, but it works. That's the most important thing.
And that's a lesson, I guess. I mean, I mentioned business owners and employees, but that's a lesson you could apply to a lot of other things in life as well, particularly as you've got so many things to do, as many people do around Christmas time.
Absolutely. Well, people are get so busy. And the other tip I give people is to say no more. We're all overextended. There's so much opportunity now. There's lots of different parties, events to go to, networking events. But what's really important, and again, just say no more, because most people are literally overextended in all different areas. But that time is precious and you can't get it back. And to me, the real wealth in business and society now is discretionary time. So you have to fight for your time, because there's so many different ways you can use it at the moment.
Very good. Well, I'll be handing my phone to my daughter to see can she flush it down the toilet and free up some time. Shane Cradock, thanks very much.
Thanks, Conor.
Now, insurance group Aon is adding